PNY EliteX-PRO 1TB Portable SSD Review. The headline speeds of this external SSD are quick, although not as fast as some Thunderbolt devices. To achieve these speeds, a Gen 2x2 USB port is required. Nonetheless, this is an affordable storage device even without the aforementioned port. The PNY marketing team has complicated the name of this product, but let us look at its basic design first. PNY's microSD line includes Pro Elite and EliteX, while their portable SSDs range has the Pro Elite V2. The presence of a Pro model with a suffix of EliteX here is unclear, and this inconsistency may cause confusion for consumers. The EliteX-PRO measures 2.50 by 2.25 by 0.43 inches or 64.5 by 57.8 by 11 millimeters. It is an unconventional size, suggesting that the NAND memory and its associated controller are mounted on a custom board within the enclosure. As it is not fitted to accept a 2280M tuned module. This enclosure consists of a thin aluminum extrusion, which is capped by plastic ends. It features a USB-C port and activity LED at one end and production markings on the other. The markings indicate that the drive was produced in Taiwan, with a capacity of 1 TB. PNY provides two 12 cm long USB cables for Type A and Type C ports connection. Documentation can be downloaded, as well as a version of a Chronic True Image which is compatible with this drive from PNY. This drive does not have many distinguishing features, which is the main idea behind this technology. To use the EliteX-PRO, select an appropriate cable for the host system and then attach it to the drive. In most cases, the exFAT file system should work without any issues unless the operating system of that machine is incompatible with it. It is possible to format the drive and use a different file system such as NTFS or ext4, or an encrypted file solution. However, no hardware encryption options are available. We will discuss performance shortly, the effectiveness of which is contingent on the features of the USB port it is attached to. USB 2.0, USB 3.0, and subsequent versions up to USB 3.2 Gen 2x2 are supported. The most common versions of USB found on computers are either USB 3.2 Gen 2 or Gen 1. However, USB 3.2 Gen 2x2 is found in fewer computers. Thunderbolt ports with USB 3.2 compatibility should be able to provide up to USB 3.2 Gen 2 performance. Although utilizing a Gen 2x2 port may lead to further improvements in speed. Thus, it is important to consider the exact performance levels that are achievable. The Kingston XS2000, a more expensive Gen 2x2 choice, has achieved read speeds up to 2000 MB per second and write speeds up to 1800 MB per second in testing. The PNY EliteX-PRO 1TB cannot perform as well as other models, but it is faster than Gen 2 designs such as the Crucial X8, Crucial X6, and the SanDisk Extreme V2. The maximum read and write speeds for the EliteX-PRO are 1000 MB per second and 900 MB per second respectively, with a potential improvement of up to 50% in ideal conditions. Testing this drive was more challenging than expected, which is why we stated that it could be difficult. We have tested the Orco branded USB card with a Gen 2x2 mode, and it has worked properly with other drives that use this mode. The EliteX-PRO initially didn't support Gen 2x2 mode and the speed was limited to 1000 MB per second due to Gen 2 operations being used. We attempted using various machines and cards, as well as providing words of encouragement, but were unsuccessful. In an attempt to find a solution, we replaced the PNY cable with another from a Seagate OneTouch SSD, which has a Generation 2 speed rating. The EliteX-PRO delivers approximately 1490 MB per second read and 1163 MB per second write speeds, surpassing the performance of Gen 2 drives. We are yet to determine if the cable supplied was faulty or inadequately specified, as it did not enable full exploitation of the drive. If this is an issue caused by production, PNY should resolve it quickly, as prospective buyers may think their EliteX-PRO drive is defective. Based on the performance metrics, we recommend avoiding the 500 GB model since its write performance is not up to the standards of other Gen 2 devices. The PNY EliteX-PRO is a compact and reliable portable SSD, offering faster speeds than Gen 2 when used with a USB port capable of Gen 2x2. The Gen 2x2 standard was unsuccessful and is unlikely to remain relevant when USB 4.0 takes precedence. If you have this port, the drive can utilize the extra bandwidth without incurring the cost of a Thunderbolt drive or the limited hardware that utilizes this technology. The EliteX-PRO USB 3.2 Gen 2 drive could be a decent purchase and worth considering, even without meeting the full Gen 2x2 requirements. Despite not being able to endure the same impacts as the crucial X8 or having advanced security features like Samsung drives, this design is suitable for most users. It is necessary for buyers to provide a padded pouch to transport the device and its cables, since one is not provided. The PNY EliteX-PRO is currently a good value for money, however, it is likely that future offers could be even more appealing due to anticipated decreases in non-memory pricing.